of my daily video vlogs, whatever you want to call them. It is March the 20th, 2015. So yesterday I said in the video, vlog, whatever you want to call it, that I would start to show you in today's vlog how to play the trombone. And the first thing you need to know about trombone is what the parts are. So you have a mouthpiece. It's similar to most brass mouthpieces. A tuba's mouthpiece is much bigger, and a trumpet mouthpiece I can barely play. Tuba to me is very uncomfortable. It's really big. So we'll talk about the mouthpiece in just a minute. Then here, right here, hope you can see that, you have a tuning slide. So in certain weather, cold or hot, or even by the way you play, you may be a little sharp or flat. So this is a tuning slide. You see it goes up and down. I hope you can see that. It goes up and down. And depending on what you need. And here I'll play a little bit. So, and after you learn how to play, you can tune it with the piano. I can just hear it when I hear an instrument that's tuned and I play. So I'll play a B flat. Now I can tell that's a little off, so I'm going to pull the slide out. And the slide flattens it. So if I was to go from an A natural to an A flat, I'm making the slide longer. So by making the tuning slide longer, you're actually flattening the note. So I can pull it way out like that. I'm barely sticking out there. So let's see if we can hear a difference. I can hear a difference. It may not come out very well through the video because the camera may not, but I can tell that it was too flat. And if I was to play, when you play with piano or with guitars and they're in pitch, in tune, then you can tell whenever you play. Also, you can buy a tuning, a little tuning thing, and I used to have one of those. I don't really need it anymore because I can just hear it. There comes a point when you play an instrument, I would imagine any instrument, that you can just hear it. I would imagine, well, I remember growing up and I couldn't tell I was off key, and the band director would say, pull out, everybody tune, and so you would pull out a little electronic tuning device or a tuning fork, and which is much harder to me to hear the pitch, and you would tune to that, or a piano if you had a piano, and it was in key. That's the whole thing. If it's in tune, then you could tune to that. Okay, so then on you have this part here, which is the bell, which is where the sound comes out. That's where the sound comes out. But you have an attachment here. That's a little screw-in device so that you can get it in the case. Otherwise, the case would be kind of funny looking. So it actually just screws in and comes off. See? And you just put it in there. And sorry, I have lights up above me so that it isn't really dark on my face, and I hit the lights. So you would do like that, and so I'll undo it again, and I'll put that part on the floor because it can rest on the bell. And then you have the slide part. I don't know how much you can see. I'll back up here. Can you see it? Okay, and at the bottom of the slide you have a little tip here so that whenever you're standing you can rest it without it hitting the slide. And you have a spit valve. I'm not going to spit out of it right now because if I went like that, spit would come out. A lot of musicians don't do this, but I do. For respect for wherever I'm playing, I have in my case what I call a spit rag that you have to wash. And I have it here on the floor. Oh, let me grab it. My spit rag. Anywhere, and it's just a a half-size washcloth, or I mean it's like a hand towel. It's bigger than a bath towel, and it's smaller than a bath towel and bigger than a washcloth. So one of those half-size, And I keep it in my case, and I wash it every once in a while. But because, and I'm going to spit out right now. People may say that's gross. When you blow through your mouth, spit will come out, and every wind instrument that's the same. They all have spit valves. Flutes, I don't think flutes and saxophones or clarinets do. I don't know. I don't think they do. I would imagine a clarinet, if it did, well, there would be no reason on a clarinet because it's a tube. So I guess if there's any spit, it goes straight out. And I imagine with the flute, it just goes in, and I don't know. I'm in the brass section of the band. I'm not in the, the other side. So, but every brass instrument has a spit valve. Trumpets, trombones, baritones, all of them. Because you use a lot of pressure, and a lot of spit comes out of your mouth. So, on the mouthpiece, basically what you want to do is you want to put it in and twist it, and then it kind of forms. You don't, hit it down. You just slide it in right there and twist it, and then it's nice and firm. I don't know how exactly that works because you twist it again. It's got no threads or anything. Now I am. People ask me when I was at the college, what bore do you use? And I have no idea what they're talking about, except for the mouthpiece. I imagine they're talking about the hole. I could just play the trombone. I don't know what all the names of everything is. I started playing trombone when I was 10, and I guess I just didn't hear it. But this is a 12C mouthpiece. I don't really notice the difference if I bought a new one and they asked me what size do you want. I would just say give me what you got. And I've played with different ones, and to me there's a slight difference. And I guess, and I'm taking a guess because I've used this one for about 10 years. I'm taking a guess that if you use a smaller bore, it would help you play higher notes. Because I know with the lower bore, like I played a bass trombone, and it was bigger, and it helps you play lower notes. And a trumpet mouthpiece is much smaller, as far, not size, but as far as the circle, the end, and also this here. And of course it plays a higher note. But anyway, so that's enough of that. You just drop it in and twist it, and for some reason it holds it up. You have right here, this is a slide lock, and basically my slide, I need to give it a bath because you can see here, what should happen is it should just go whoop, just fall down. It should. But I haven't cleaned it in a month or so, and what happens is it gets dirty and contaminants get on it, and you just have to clean it and put what's called slide grease. You put slide grease on it, and it's like a waxy material, and it's kind of like if you ever used Rain-X, it puts like a little film over the glass. Well, you put the slide cream on the slide, and I guess I should back up here. You put the slide cream on the slide, and see it should just fall, and I can feel it. I need to give it a bath, but this is the most important part of the trombone, this slide, because if you get this inner part nicked up, it will affect the way the trombone sounds. So you've got the inner slide, and you got the outer part here, okay? And it just goes in easy as you please like that, and it just lines up with the slide lock. And what that's for is whenever you're holding the trombone and you're not playing it, you put the lock on so that in case you go to put your hand up, it doesn't just go whoop. And as you see, I'll back up, as you see on the slide, it just comes off. Okay, it comes off. And so if your slide, this slide is very not very good condition. If I had the locking mechanism off and I let go, it should just go wow like that. And if I'm starting to lift up the trombone, there's a possibility that the slide will go whoop and just there it is, and that's very embarrassing. So so there you have it, and I'm going to put it back together. So there you go. And I'm going to start off with one thing. This was just a basic introduction because I don't want this video to be 40 minutes long. And so I just wanted to talk about the parts. But I will tell you, on a mouthpiece, when you play, you have to learn how to make your embouchure, which is how you blow. You make ranges, and that's kind of hard to explain without you being here. But basically, to make noise come out of the mouthpiece, you want to do like you didn't believe somebody. You just like that, like you're buzzing your lips like that. And so when you blow on the trombone mouthpiece, and I'll have to show you in the next video, really, you're changing the way that you're blowing through your mouth. And you can hear. It doesn't sound very pretty. You can use it as a duck call. Probably get a lot of ducks. But when you put the mouthpiece in the trombone and you blow into it, now I'll do this, watch. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing with it in. See? I'll do the same. I did the same thing. And then all the slide does is just change that note. You're actually playing the same. So if I play B and I move the trombone slide, I'll move over here like this. So all I'm doing is moving the slide, which then changes the note. I'm actually playing the same. I'm just moving the slide. So, I hope you enjoyed that. Like I said, I'm not going to have one of these every day. Probably maybe once a week. Again, I haven't really taught you anything except for what the different things mean. And somebody asked me once, what does this do? Nothing. It's just a decoration. It's the name of the company. You can take it off. It doesn't mean anything. That's just where the name of the company is. That's all. Oh, and there's a serial number right here from the manufacturer. So you can write that down if somebody stole it from you, I guess. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it, YouTube. If you enjoyed it, I mean, if nobody wants to watch this video, okay, I won't make any more of these. If you enjoyed it, leave a comment so that I know whether or not anybody wants me to make another one. So, I guess we'll see. In any case, YouTube, you have a good night.